As you can see, 49.1% they would prefer the deputy president to be the president of this country. 44.9% would prefer Honorable Raila Odinga to be the president of this country. People who are earning between 10,000 to 20,000. As you can see, 49.2, if I can see from here, they would prefer Honorable Raila Odinga as the president of this country, and 45.8% they would vote for Honorable the deputy president if elections were held today. People who are earning between 20,000 to 50,000, 51.6% of them, they would vote for Honorable Raila Odinga if elections were held today. And 43.1%, they would vote for the deputy president. Between people who are earning between 50,000 and 100,000, 54.2%, they would vote for Honorable Raila Odinga. 39.6%, they would vote for the deputy president to be the president of this country. So between 100,000 to 1 million, as you can see, a majority, actually 50% of the sampled respondents, they would vote for Honorable Raila Odinga. 41.3% of the respondents would vote for the deputy president. Above 1 million, again, here it's 49.3% would prefer the deputy president to take the lead. 43.2% would vote for Honorable Raila Odinga. So thank you so much for your time, and thank you guys for being here. So questions, Miriam Boro, Senior Research Executive, will take most of the questions. Any question?
Just a quick one.
Yeah.
From the previous poll,
Mm-hmm.
Ruto was leading by 51.1.
Yeah.
Right now, we have seen a decline.
Mm-hmm.
What would you maybe actually attribute to the decline?
As you can see, actually, I have that. I think Mary can answer that.
Sorry. Come again.
What should you maybe attribute to the decline of Ruto's percentage? Because last time it was at 51, today it's at 49. Are you likely to see him going down even in the next poll?
I think we're still in the margin of error, plus or minus 5. So he's still in the lead. We wouldn't call that a decline. It's within the 5%, plus or minus. So if we go beyond that in the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, then we would get concerned.
And as you can see, in our previous study, Wajakoya was at 1.9. Right now is at 2.8. So it means Wajakoya is also gaining popularity. So some people, very small percentage, they are moving from their preferred presidential candidate to Wajakoya George. And a majority are youth between the age of 18 to 35.
My name is Ellen Captain. My question is on the whole study in South Nyanza. We have seen a close range between Raila and Ruto at 49 and 44.5 in an area that has been perceived to be an ODM zone. Perhaps during as you're collecting the views, what has been attributed to this sharp rise by Ruto and that close range, given that an ODM zone?
We would say intense campaign, very aggressive on going to regions, and also the Gusii leaders. You see, it's specifically Kisii. When we're talking about South Nyanza, we're talking about the Kisii-speaking Gusii. We call it Kisii or Gusii. It's Nyamira and Kisii. So he has been able to woo the Kisii speakers to rally behind him, plus the support of the leadership in that region. So for this, it is going to be interesting to see how they vote for the other candidates. This is according to my view. The governor seat, the senatorial seat, and the MP seat. I think it will be close, very tight competition. But in my opinion, the one who will carry the day is the one who will have most legislatures and the governor and the senatorial seat. We are yet to see. It could go either way.
On the issue of Wajakoya gaining popularity and Ruto going down, would we attribute that to, or would we say that
Yes, from the youth, because of his manifesto. As you can see, a majority of youth are the people who are supporting Wajackoyah. So it means when we did the study previously, where the deputy was leading and Wajackoyah was way below. As you can see, a majority of votes are coming from the youth. So it means Wajackoyah is appealing, or rather, is winning the hearts of the youth.
But there's also the declining on the undecided, right?
Absolutely. Which was, right now it's at 3.3, and last time it was
3.7.
Exactly. Yeah. Let me take you to that slide of undecided. Last time it was 3.8, and right now it's 3.7 overall. Yeah.
My name is Wendy from Kenyan.co.ke. I was asking, is there a possibility that we might end up having a runoff in the coming election?
No, not exactly from the polls, because from our first poll that was done in early June, Ruto was having a 52%, and Raila was having a 49.9%. You know, you need just 50 plus 1% to win. Now, if you see the popularity for Raila, it's still stuck at 42.5%, while for Ruto, it is 49.9%. We said we are still in the margin of error, plus minus 5. So with minus two. We're in 2 now. Thank you. So with 1 month of intense campaign, if he's, let's say, on average is 50%, going by the numbers, I think he's likely to have the first win. He's likely to convince the 50 plus 1 voters. But one day in politics is way too long. We hope there's a video clip already circulating. Depending on how he comes out to defend himself, things could change. But from the figures, he's likely to have a lead without a runoff.
Beautiful.
My name is Anne from TV47. Looking at your findings this time and last time, we see Ruto has maintained in terms of overall performance, although with a slight drop down from 52 to 49.
0.9. It's good to be specific.
Yeah, 52 to 49. So now, if we look at Kenyans in terms of age, we see a majority prefer Raila to the deputy president. So what exactly is this that is putting Ruto ahead of Raila in the overall performance?
In my view, the hustlers are more, if you look at what Karen has just presented, Ruto is appealing more to low-grade earners compared to
Those who are earning more than $1 million. You
Yes.
know, a majority of Kenyans are hustlers. You know, and one of the manifesto is bottom up.
to uplift.
Exactly.
So he's appealing more to low-income earners. On average, he's the one leading figures.
Let me ask, between Martha and Rigathi, who is tilting the scale?
Well, this is how I would answer that. And you see, Mother and Rigathi come from the mountain region. And we have seen from the data from the mountain region, there's a significant difference, over 30%, both in Mount Kenya and Mount Kenya in diaspora, that is in Laikipia and Nakuru. So if we are going to go by that data, and assuming that it is both, now that they've already declared who their running mate is, then Rigathi is appealing more in the Mount Kenya. I hope I'm answering your question. Please repeat. Please, yes. Oh, I am answering, but I'm not convincing you. Repeat your question. Repeat your question. Okay, I don't have that data.
Let me take you to something. Let's go to Mount
But it is one
Kenya.
ticket, remember? It's one ticket. So when we are you cannot separate Ruto from Rigathi. It's
Exactly.
one ticket. It is Ruto, Rigathi, Karua, Baba.
But
Mine is tied to the same. On the slide that you showed in terms of gender, it showed that Ruto was leading with 50.2 while Raila was having 41.8. Is that to show that the Raila Karua ticket has no
Gender
social
impact.
given that it was perceived that gender would assist to bolster Raila's candidature.
Yes, the figures are speaking for themselves. So it didn't pull much of the female. The gender is still, they would still prefer the presidential candidate.
Have you been answered? All right.
There's another
Any other
question.
question?
Yeah.
Okay. Do we have further questions? So we can call it a day. Thank you so much, guys, for coming. I'm sending you this report in PDF format right away. Thank you so much for coming. Hope mmeniandikia majina za, I mean, telephone number za M-Pesa. Because I'll send a token of appreciation